Okay, guys, we're on part 2 of the video on the projector system. If you missed the first video, there is an overview video that talks about colors, resing projectors versus wearing projectors, and basic movement. The projectors have some other options to them. If you want to get to them, there's two ways to do it. This is the worn projector on Sammy. I can click the back of this over in here. The problem I had with clicking the back over in here is you want to get your camera angle set kind of the way you want it and not mess with it. In fact, I'm just going to hide this thing right now. And there's a little secret button right about here. Sorry, I couldn't figure out how to better document this thing, but when you click on this button, it gives you two options. Or two main options. One is to focus on what bulb you want and what gobo you want. So let me give you an example of a bulb just to see it. Right now it's set on the floodlight, and you can see it's kind of flooding the room with light. This one is like one of my favorites in the world right now, is a medium spotlight. And this is very theatrical in nature, having this spotlight here, but the possibilities are endless with a spotlight like this. Pick a common color in theater world for that spotlight, and obviously I can just move it around in position, but there are several bulbs in here. There's a wide, medium, and tight spot, and another example of one is a window, and I can pull the window out. I can set the position of the window how I'd like it. I can set the intensity of the window, etc. Okay, and one of the other fun bulbs I just threw in here as an example here is this one's just called words, and it projects a set of words. What I can do, and this is interesting, is I can actually put the bulb in rotation. And if you do any machinima work, this is amazing. But what I find cool about this is notice how the light walks across her body and projects across her body, as well as casts a shadow. In my opinion, very cool here. We can go back to the floodlight now. Now, the second thing that LUMIPro has is something called a gobo. Let me make this thing visible so you can see the projector, and I'll scoot it over into the camera position here. There it is. What a gobo is a typically in the theatrical world is a piece of metal or something that casts that the light has to go through. It stands for go-between. So let me give you an example of a go-between. I'm just going to pick one here. There's one called Gears. By the way, kudos to Texas Rob. He's the one that offered all of these gobos. I think he's done a brilliant job on these things. I'm going to set the intensity up. And what you can see on top of the projector is that metal, sorry it's dark in here, but sits in front of this thing, and just like the bulbs, I can actually put it in rotation so you can kind of get a little sense of it a little bit more. But now we've got this gobo that's sitting in between in here, and we can mix the gobos with the colors, with the textures, with the positioning, with anything else. I can hit off. I can keep going again and adjust it a little bit more until I find something that I like in terms of how it lights her face, etc. And I can tweak the position. I think the ball is hiding her face here. No, it's just one of those where it's not going to light her face. Okay, so let's say we liked this, but it wasn't lighting her face. Well, the easiest thing to do would be to come back here and fire on the face light, and we can start getting a little bit of additional light cast on her and still have the gobo in the shot. That is what you can do with gobos and bulbs, and hope this videos are helpful. Take care.